change I'd take from, what would it be? Would you tell me? I was sitting here on this chair and pretended I don't care. Ribs torn by worry. Is this where the ending? Is this where the ending? Stars fall apart. The ocean don't bend. The water's getting in. I'm slowly sinking. Sounds water. I'm slowly sinking in salt water. There is only one of you, only one of me. There's a million of those who won't let us be. But they're not gonna see me bleed. Cause baby, I got you. I've been beaten to the ground, dragged across the dirt. I've been scared to live cause some people never learn. But they're not gonna watch me burn. Cause baby, I got you. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's a dancing underneath the disco lights. They can try but they can never take me down. Cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. They always bring all the lonely, but with you here nothing can scare me. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I will tell them what I'm feeling forevermore. I don't care about their feelings, not anymore. So let's show them that love is pure, no matter who it's for. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's a dancing underneath the disco lights. They can try but they can never take me down. Cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Desert Adventures in Arizona on this fine Monday morning here in southern Arizona. I'm enjoying my cup of coffee here with my brand spanking new Mel Netty Living Free Zip Codeless cup. I won this on their live stream a couple weeks ago, and I'm enjoying my first cup of coffee in it today. So thank you, Mel and Nettie. I appreciate the cup very much. Boy, and that coffee tastes good. Let's see who we have here this morning. First member in the house, Traveling Merton and Sue. Good morning, good morning. They popped in way early to say hello. And just a reminder that Van Life Voyages will be live coming up after me at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So we'll go over there and we'll do a raid when Tanya gets that started. There's Millen and Nettie right there. Good morning. Good morning. Good to have you. Although they're not living free zip codeless anymore, there's been a change on their channel and in their life. So you'll have to go check them out to get the update. It's good, though. It's good. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Look at that. We got another channel member in the house, CR View, Tim, Gracie, and Crystal. Good morning. Good morning. Coming to us from Quartzsite, Arizona. There's Lonnie, the crafty traveler. Good morning. Good morning. She's dropping videos of her travels around the country, so be sure to check her out. Scrolling. There's Tommy, She Devil Adventures. Good morning. Good morning. Working and lurking. Boy, before I retired and I was working, one of my retired neighbors said, Steve, when you retire, you're not going to have time to get anything done. And I think he's right because I'm more busy now than I was when I was working. At least it seems that way. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Finally woke up early to stop in. It's dry here in the desert, so I'm sucking the water down. And thank you, the moderators. If you need to drop links or would like to drop links, please do. We got some dancing and music going on. Glad to have you, Tommy. Glad to have you. Tommy's got an awesome bus build going on. It looks really nice. Heidi Ho, Traveling on Adventures, is the latest member of my channel. Thank you very much. And this is Earl and Terry, Traveling on Adventures, and they are full-time nomads. They do have a home base, but they're mostly full-time. And I want to show you their channel. They have a really nice channel. I'm going to share this real quick so you guys can see it. Share screen. Here's Traveling on Adventures page right here. You make sure it comes up here. Anyway, they're two former elementary school teachers, and they travel around and do travel videos. And they do a great job. They do live streams on Friday evenings, along with Mel and Nettie and a couple other channels. And it's always fun to join in on Friday evenings. So thank you, Traveling on Adventures, for being a channel member. Really appreciate it very much. Let's see who else we have here. Adele is here. Good morning. Good morning. Good to have you. Rain, what's that? We are driving in the rain to our next destination in Iowa. Seems like a lot of people are having rain for sure. You're welcome. You're welcome. We got a new person in here, Gen X Van Life. Oh, okay. I recognize you guys were at the Ironwood meetup. If I'm seeing your thumbnail properly. Look at that. We got another member in the house, Roy and Becky's Travels. Howdy, howdy. Good to have you. And Roy and Becky will be coming up at 10 o'clock Pacific time. So that's a must stop for us in our day on our Monday. We got Bree in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Always fun videos that Bree puts out. Saying hello. Look at that. We got Mo Bang for Your Bucks, another channel member in the house. Tim just dropped a new video too. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but it's on my list. Talca Detector is here. Good morning from Chile. Amazing technology we have here. Talking to us from Chile. Scrolling. Look at that. We got Ava Potterfield and friends here. I always start Monday mornings off with Ava and a cup of coffee, especially in my new cup. Very nice cup. I like the color too. It's red. Red's my favorite color. It's well designed. It looks really cool. And one life, live it is their motto. I love that. One life, live it. Very good advice. Roy's just waking up. Just glad you made it, Roy. You don't even have to get out of bed. You can watch right from where you're at. Talca saying hello. Tim saying hello. All right, we need more coffee. We need more coffee, Bree says. I like Bree's videos. She does a lot of hiking. She goes out for waterfalls, and she takes her fur babies with her, which are always fun to watch. Petey, I like Petey. He's my favorite. There's Crafty Traveler. Yes, I feel the same way. Busier now, right? My gosh, with all the activities. When do I have time to work, right, Lonnie? Yeah, I know. But it's good. It's a good life. Retirement is a good life. There's a Traveling on Adventures link right there. A great people. We got a chance to meet them in Quartzsite, and they're both just fun people to be around. So be sure to check them out. There's another link. Awesome. And they've been going around to presidential libraries recently and visiting those, and those are always interesting to see. You know, we have presidents and you get to see them while they're in office, but you really don't learn much about their history, where they were born and raised, how they came up, and some of the things that they saved. There's Tanya listening in the background. And again, I pinned that live stream to the top of the chat there. So Van Life Voyages will get rated from Desert Adventures in Arizona here at 9 o'clock. Yeah, we got a thumbs up from Gen X Van Life. There's Gen X's. Thank you, Melanetti, for posting that. And that's Mark, is that correct? There's Richard B. Just swung in to hear what's up. I'll tell you what, Richard, we got rattlesnakes coming out here in the desert, and I'm going to show you the latest one that we had. So Oki and I came home a couple evenings ago. It was after dark. She always opens the gate, and then I roll in with the truck. And I rolled over something, not ran over it, but straddled it. And at first it looked like a stick, and I rolled over it and I said, no, that wasn't a stick. So I stopped. I jumped out to warn her, and she had already seen it. It was a 2-foot long rattlesnake that was in our drive inside the gate. And luckily she saw it. It was in the evening, so it was pretty cool. I'm scrolling down here to the video. It was still pretty cool, so it wasn't real active. But here it is right here after I picked it up. Okay, rattlesnakes are out. Got a little guy here. Now that was a little 5 button. Let me play it one more time. Okay, rattlesnakes are out. Got a little guy here. So that guy measured right at 2 feet. He was a 5-button Western Diamondback, and that's pretty typical what we what we find here. So we're on the watch, and I was able to use this one to check Lucas. So we have for anyone who doesn't know, we have a black Labrador, and we had him snake avoidance trained. And so the first snake of the year, I always take Lucas out. I have the snake and the snake grabber, and I watch his reaction to make sure he can sniff it, he can hear the rattle, and he can see it so that he avoids them. And he remembered his training, and so we're happy about that. Yep, one life, live it. Very good, very good. It's 89 Fahrenheit. Wow, that's pretty warm. Let's see what we got. Hey Siri, what's the weather here today?
Should be sunny today.
It's going to be 94 right today. We were at about 59 at 6 o'clock this morning. So 94. I'll be running the solar hot and heavy today and get that window air conditioner going. Okay, that's good. So Van Life Voyages coming up live. Again, I pinned it at the top. And Box Fan D will be with Tanya. So we'll be sure to check that out. Okay, 3 more presidential libraries coming in the near future. Cool. Those are interesting. You know, Oki and I have not stopped at one, but we need to put that on our list. Hot Soakers is here. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome. Janice from Oz is here. Cheers from Australia. Very cool. Okay, so you are the one. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Uh-oh. We got trouble in the house. Somebody said there's a raid where grapefruit or oranges. I'll tell you what, Badge, the grapefruit tree is doing well. Those grapefruit are about that big around now, and we're taking good care of them so we can feed you grapefruit next year when you show up here in the desert. Oh, they're going to be good. They're going to be good. Scrolling. Yeah, we have to put up with snakes. Now, I've got my favorite pet snake here. This is Rocky. He's got a pretty good rattle on him. But he doesn't bite. He's a kissing rattlesnake. And kind of fun. Oki made this kind of as a joke. So it's rattlesnake season. Let's see, where is he? He's over here. And so that reminds me, every time we step out the door, we look before we step out because it could be a rattlesnake. Oh, Lordy, no thank you. Yeah, we live in their neighborhood, so we have them. Now, what I try to do is I try to control the mice and the pack rats and the ground squirrels, because when you have those guys in, you have rattlesnakes. So if you keep those cleared out as much as you can, that reduces. There in Quartzsite, I killed 13 in a trailer park in 1 month. Woo, yeah, Rattlesnake Richard after that. I believe it. I believe it. And Richard, I assume you have one of those grabbers. A 5 button is the amount of rattles on its tail. That's correct. So it's not a true representation of the age. Each one of these rattles is produced when they shed. So every time they shed, and they shed at least once a year, sometimes twice, that will produce an extra rattle down here close to the body. This, of course, is the oldest rattles. And when they're babies, sometimes they only have 1 or 2 rattles on them. But as they grow older and they get larger, they have more rattles. So we just have to be mindful of them. Yeah, Lucas remembered his training, so I thought Black Razorback was a football team, right? Not necessarily. I used to think that, but, it gives you an idea of the age, but it's not I don't know how they check to see how old they are, but that gives you kind of an idea. 61, that's like dead of winter for us. 100 is the high in quartzite. Yep, it's starting to warm up, isn't it? All right, we got fairy dust in the house. Good morning, Brene. Yeah, it's Monday already, huh? Time flies when you're having fun. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much, and welcome. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, fairy dust is not real, not a snake lover. She always checks before she comes out to make sure they're hibernating. Yeah, a sock with a toy attached, right? Thank you, thank you. There's Hot Soaker's channel. Thank you for posting that. Appreciate that. Everybody's saying hello. John P., another one of my new members, is in the house. Good morning, John. I'm going to bring your channel page up here. Let's see here. We have John P. There he is. Oh, John P. is a different channel. He's not a member, but thank you for being here, John. Appreciate it very much. Good to see you too. Yeah, beautiful but dangerous, right? They are for sure. Thank you, Badge. Appreciate it. So I do have a drone that I fly around, and in fact, this image right behind me is a saguaro cactus in our backyard. We live on 5 acres inside the Ironwood Forest National Monument, and I took this photo with the drone. Oh, here comes Lucas. This is our black lab Lucas. He is snake avoidance trained. You know rattlesnakes now, huh? Yeah. So he's been out playing with mom. She throws the ball for him, and he chases it, brings it back, and she throws it again. And we do that about 150 times a day. He's coming up on 3 years old. He's a good boy. Mama's working you pretty hard, huh? Are you a happy boy? Yeah. So Lucas says hi to everybody. A lot of good channels in the chat here, Hot Soakers. Appreciate it very much. Got a shovel though, too. I had to climb under the RV. That's when it gets kind of stressful, right? Richard, if you get one of those, Amazon has them. If you get one of those snake grabbers, they work really well. Haven't seen any snakes out here. Oh yeah, the grasshoppers are out, huh? They are big, huh? Yeah. Van Life Voyages has rattlesnakes too. There's John's link. Good to have you. Northeastern Oregon. Wow. Is that the high desert there in Oregon? Because I think you guys have snakes too, don't you? It's almost winter where Janice is. June 1st is winter. Isn't that amazing? That is amazing. Gen Life is up in Kanab. That's up in Utah, 81. Oh, I love Utah. I was stationed there at Hill Air Force Base back in 1980, 82 timeframe. I think that's when I was there. It'd been a long time ago. Beautiful country up there. It's 50. Your snakes need 80 plus, no snakes. Getting rain today, huh? We had weeds. We don't have a lawn, but we have weeds, and now they're all dead. Yeah, that's a saguaro cactus, Lonnie, as you know, and they're blooming right now. So we get these white flowers on them, and then the bees come in. Of course, the birds come in and pollinate everything, and then they turn red with fruit. And then the birds come back and eat the fruit. And the Hohokam Indians actually will come out and harvest the fruit and make all kinds of things with them, jelly and things like that. Oh, you don't need them in a hot spring, huh? Grants Pass meetup. There you go. There's Catherine Cook. Good morning, Catherine and Homer. 59 degrees. Going to be 82. That's about perfect temperature, I think. Perfect temperature. 12 to 15 C. Wind chill can feel colder. Yeah, not bad for a Canadian, huh? Let's see, 0 C is freezing, so 12, that's not too bad. Southern state. Yeah. Badge, in fact, you said last night on Ron's channel, I don't see Ron in here yet. He's probably still sleeping. But Badge, you beat him today. But Badge said last night, I probably won't make you live, Steve, because it's too early. We found the scorpion that attacks us 2 weeks ago. Oh, yeah, that happens here too. He's gone. So Mel and Nettie are down in Texas, right? And they have a property down there now. So they had a scorpion arrive, and boy, those stings hurt. Okay, Wallowa Lake, but in the farmlands and parts of the area are quite a few snakes, but mostly deer and elk. Okay, cool. Sounds like a nice area. Oh, we're up to 91. Time for the AC. I know I had mine running all day yesterday. So I have, we live in a house, but I get a retirement check from the local electric co-op, but it just pains me to send some of that back to them when we get the electric bill. So I try to keep the electric bill as low as I can. And so I have solar and I have batteries and an inverter, and I run a window air conditioner and also a swamp cooler off of the solar batteries as long as I can, usually until the monsoon rains come. When it starts to get sticky, then I have to turn the house air conditioning on. Sleep? What's that? Yeah, just another day in paradise. Ice drinks, that's right, that's right. So I want to show you guys last summer in Oki's garden, we had a rattlesnake also. And you can see the snake grabbers that I use, but this was in a tote where she was growing vegetables. Okay, hold on to it for a second. I think I got him. This one was pretty aggressive, so I had 2 grabbers on it just in case because he was not happy, was not happy. We have no ice, no room for it in the freezer. Yeah, Janice is, big time difference. Oh, look at that. We got Ron Sees America in the house. Good to see you, Ron. Weather in Willits, 52. Well, that's cold. 81 Fahrenheit is just about perfect. Just about perfect. Yeah, that was a surprise because that tote is, 2.5 feet tall. And Oki was out there checking on her veggies, and she opened up a leaf there, and there was that rattlesnake laying right underneath her, just as comfy as can be. And that was a hot day, and that was rather surprising. Ah, we do have ice cream, huh? Okay, you are in Texas. Oh boy, Scorpion was in our bed. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, that's scary. Now, you guys open your house up in the mornings because we do, and we're starting to see the spiders, and we have got scorpions in the house too. I've stepped on them, little guy on the floor, didn't even see him until I stepped on him, and boy, oh boy, did that hurt. There's Ava saying hi to Ron. Ava and Doug also have a Friday night live stream where they play music for us. It's old time music, and it's something that Oki and I enjoy watching on Friday and even Thursday night, but Friday night's my favorite. 15 hours, 15 to 16. That's about what Okinawa, Japan is. The difference in time from Arizona. Okay, so it's 1:30 a.m. Tuesday. So you're ahead. Okay. So that's about the same as Japan. Pretty close. It's only stressful, Bernae, about the first 8 or 10 times that you're close to snakes. After that, you kind of get used to it. Ron is working. Good to have you, Ron. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Okay, so his late nights are pretty good for you. That's good. And there's Ava's link. Thank you very much for doing that. Something else that's happening is the tortoises are out, and my daughter has one in her yard. It's a sulcata, and we went over there yesterday, and as soon as we walk into the yard, this is a female, she comes running, and here I am feeding her. Hey, Dylan. Only a face a mother could love, right? We haven't left the doors open. Ah, okay. Moving in. That's right. Good, Ron. Good. Yeah, we have spiders too. They knock on the door before they come in. Half scorpion and half of a spider. Yeah. And if you see those small round holes they're well-defined holes. Those are usually spider holes. Just a small, about as big as your thumb, straight down into the earth. Those are usually spiders. Yeah, she comes a running as soon as we show up there. Now, this is a sulcata. It's actually from South America. They don't hibernate in the wintertime. And so my daughter has to make sure that she's protected, and you have to feed them in the winter. They do slow down, but she's really friendly, and she comes right up to the front door of my daughter's house when she's hungry, and she's hungry a lot. They eat a lot and they become very large. Unlike the desert tortoises who hibernate, she's got one of those too, but we very rarely see him. Yeah, they're like little tanks, huh? Food, grapefruit, right? Badge loves the grapefruit. We're gonna have a good crop this year. We have a Valencia orange tree that's loaded up. We have a grapefruit tree that's loaded up, and we're feeding it and giving it the water. Oh, 80 pounds, yeah. They can get very large. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's right. Galapa I can't even pronounce it. Galapagos Island, and those huge tortoises out there, right? I think that's what they are too. I didn't see a channel sticker. Oh, maybe I did. I have to look for it. Yeah, I think I did. I think I did. I went out and stuck it on the RV. I do have it. They can be mistaken for emergency trail seats. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's right. Turtles are in the water. Tortoises are not. That's point well taken. Well taken. Now, the ironwood trees are also blooming. Now, we live inside the Ironwood Forest National Monument, and everybody who's been out here uh, knows where it's at. But we have property inside the monument that was grandfathered in when it was signed into law back in 2000. So it's a fairly young monument as far as that goes. It's 24 years old. And the monument was created partly to protect the ironwood trees that live down in this area. And we try to propagate them by, taking seed pods and then growing them in small pots and then planting trees. And so we've got a number of ironwood trees around our property that we've planted. A couple of them we bought from local nurseries, but they have a really cool flower when they bloom in May. And here's one right here. So that's an ironwood tree in our yard. They bloom, like I said, in May. They put on seed pods, and then we've started a few trees around the property, but there are hundreds of them out there in the monument behind me there, and they can live to be over 1,000 years old. So they're a hardwood tree, much like an oak tree. They can live for a long time. They've got one in Quartzsite, I think, that's over 1,000 years old. They counted the rings on it. I have a lake not far from me. Oh, and that happens here too. We have a few urban lakes around the Tucson area that are just full of turtles that people get them for their kids, and then they decide they don't want them anymore, so they take them to the local lake and release them. Yep. Johnny's Journey is here, another channel member. Good to have you. I saw you dropped a video the other night. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but Johnny's Journey is a great channel. She is a van builder. So if you need any work done, she's in Missouri. If you need any work done and you want to see what she does some awesome work. She actually built Gracie and Jacques' van, which came out fabulous. It's just beautiful. But check out Johnny's Journey. And if you need any work done on a van, I think she's the person who can do it for you. And she actually builds it. You know, she gets to know her customer. She builds it and modifies it to fit you. It's all custom built interiors. So very, very, very skilled woman, that's for sure. Ah, that's a good question. The answer is no. You know, when these swirls fall over, Roy, they feel like an earthquake because they're so heavy. Johnny's saying, hello, good to have you, Johnny. Good to have you, and appreciate your support being a channel member. So thank you very much. Yeah, it's no hesitation. Johnny is one of the best when it comes to interior van builds. She does exterior work too. She puts solar panels on your van. She does all kinds of stuff. Very good at what she does, and she has a thriving business. So definitely worth checking out. What else do I have to show you here? All right, so we had a good Mother's Day yesterday. We went out to Texas Roadhouse, and Cactus is good eats, huh? Oh, you can actually eat cactus. That's true. In fact, here's a little video of prickly pear fruit that I cut open. Ooh, stickers. Let's taste it, see how it tastes. Sweet. Oh, yeah. You got seeds in there. Yeah, nice and sweet. Prickly pear jelly. Yummy, yummy. So that's prickly pear fruit, and a lot of people make jelly with that, but it's sweet, and the tortoises love that stuff. That's like candy. That prickly pear fruit is like candy. So I was playing that video, and Lucas was out in the front room, and Oki's playing it on her iPad, and he thought there was a dog in his yard, so he's out there barking. So lots of these fruit are edible, like the cactus behind me, the saguaro cactus has fruit that's edible, and it's actually sweet. Yeah, they have a wood interior, wood skeleton. When is a good time to grab a piece of wood from it? Earthquake? I think we felt it fall then. You may have. You may have. Ah. Oh, okay. All right. It takes a couple years for the flesh to to rot away before you can take the saguaro ribs, but they make pretty good walking sticks. I have a few of those. Steve and Tina are here. Good morning. Good morning. Good to have you coming to us from Canada. Popped into their live on Sunday. Always a good time. Johnny's saying hello. Yeah, breeze. Sounds like a video. Anyway, we went out to dinner yesterday, and as you can expect, actually, it was kind of a late lunch, early dinner. We went to Texas Roadhouse, which is one of our favorites. It's kind of developed into our favorite place. And the reason I like it is because it's not microwave food. Maybe some of it is, but it's good food, good steaks. I had the ribs. Oki had the salmon. Our daughter had a combination plate, and then our 3 grandkids that she brought along. Of course, they ate a bunch, and we had a good time. But even though it was crowded, they managed the crowd really well. So we went up and we checked in at a window. They gave us a text message on our phone. We went out and we sat in the truck. Oh, thanks, Andy. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. Greetings from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Thank you, Andy, for the donation. Thank you. Appreciate it. Anyway, we had a great meal, and they managed the crowd very well. It took us about 40 minutes to get in, but we just had to wait for the text. And then here's a video for Andy. Thank you, Andy.
Awesome!
But we had a great meal. I think my second favorite is Cracker Barrel. Texas Roadhouse is definitely the first. Cracker Barrel for an all-around meal is a good second, and good quality food. Some of the restaurants seem to have cheapened their menus and their food, I think. They're not as good as they used to be. But Cracker Barrel and Texas Roadhouse definitely are keeping up. Yeah, appreciate that very much. So if somebody could drop Andy's Journeys link, would appreciate that very much. And Andy, where are you from? And what kind of content do you do? Do you do travel videos? Oh, there it is. Mel and Nettie are on it. So there's a link for Andy's Journey. We'll definitely try that out. Appreciate that very much, Andy. Appreciate that very much. Try to eat at local places as much as I can. Yeah, we do too, especially mom and pop places, right? Because they're struggling to stay afloat because the cost of living has gone up so high. Inflation is hitting everybody. And it's expensive to put meals out when you have a restaurant, especially when you have to pay the labor charges, that you have to keep people in there. So it's a delicate balancing act to stay afloat. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Okay. And I do a bit of everything: abandoned roadside attractions, tourist places. That sounds interesting, Andy. All right. So I'm going to right click. Let's see here. I will definitely go back and check your channel out, Andy. Thank you. Yeah, mom and pops are the best, right? Oh, that's too bad. Too bad. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Hate to see that. Hate to see that. So we had a really nice meal. I got up and made Oki breakfast yesterday. She almost had a heart attack because I don't do that very often. But I made her breakfast. We had fried eggs and bacon and some hash browns on the griddle, and so I enjoyed doing that. So we had a good Mother's Day. Good Mother's Day. So I've got 18 channel members now. Very thankful for that. I'd like to just run them down and thank every one of them individually. If you want to be a channel member, 99 cents a month, you can click join on the channel page there. But I have Johnny's Journey, who's in the chat, Traveling Tramps, Van Life Rocks, Gracie and Jock's Adventures, who are up in Idaho right now, Naj from Florida, Jolly Matilda, Traveling on Adventures, who's in the chat, Roy and Becky's Travels in the chat, who's coming up at 10 o'clock, by the way, right after Tanya, Van Life Voyages. Grandma Kelly's Clean Life, Clean Living. She's traveling right now. She was just live streaming a little bit ago. Fit for Expedition, a local friend of ours in the Tucson area. Blind Views. Crafty Traveler, who's in the chat, Lonnie, does great travel videos, so check her out. Box Fan D, who will be on Tanya's live here in a few minutes. She was my very first channel member, so thank you, D. Step Fan Dan from Minnesota. Mo Bang for Your Bucks, Tim. He's a channel member, does great van build videos, and he modifies his van in a way that doesn't cost a lot of money. So he works on his minivans. Traveling Merton and Sue, who just made it back to to Massachusetts. They were out here in Arizona for a while. CR View, who's in the chat, just watched one of their videos. They're in Quartzsite. They were out exploring and found an old rock house out there. So that was great. And then, of course, Sooner Travels, John, is also a channel member. So thank you, everyone who has joined. Oh, Vanderella is a new member. Thank you very much, Vanderella. Appreciate it very much. If somebody could drop Vanderella's link, would like that very much. So thank you for being a channel member. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Appreciate that. I'm working on a pond video. I have a GoPro 10 that I just bought. The old 7 is getting kind of long in the tooth, and I'm having a little trouble with it, and I cracked the lens on it. So I bought a GoPro 10, and these GoPros are nice because they're waterproof. And so I'm dropping it down into the fish pond that we have out in the yard and trying to get some nice clear video. I know that Ava Potterfield enjoys those pond videos. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. And there's Vanderella's link. So be sure to check them out. Okay, Janice, you have a good sleep. I know it's late for you, but thanks for coming in, and stay warm. All right, badge is taken off. We're coming up on 55 minutes here. So thank you, everyone, for coming in. Appreciate it very much. Thank you, new channel members. Vanderella, thanks for the donation. Appreciate that. And I'm going to play a couple of videos on the way out. Oh, Ava loves the pond. Yeah. I finally got it cleared up enough, Ava. So we have a tree that's over it. It's an acacia tree, and it's been dropping blooms down into the pond, and then you get a bunch of little floaties in there, which don't look good on the video. So the tree is done blooming. I added some clearing chemical to the pond to get it cleared up, and I think I'm to the point. In fact, I dropped the GoPro camera in there this morning, and it's recording right now. Yeah, the Action 3s are definitely good. Is the Action 3 waterproof? Because I've seen a bunch of people use them. Can you drop them down in the water? That's the only reason I stick with a GoPro. Thanks, Lonnie, for coming in. You have a good day too. Stay crafty. Going off my GoPro as well. Loading is a pain. Yeah, what I've done with my GoPro, and Ray gave me this idea. He said, Steve, that's Van Life Rocks. He said, just take the card out, put it in your laptop, and take the photos off of it directly on your laptop. That's a lot easier than manually downloading it, over Bluetooth. So I don't know if that will work for you, Steve and Tina, but you might try that. Okay, it is waterproof down to 16 feet. That's good. That's good. Yeah, and that I've heard that's a very good camera. All right, Gen X, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it very much. There's Merton and Sue. Glad I stuck around for a couple more minutes. Trying to figure out DoorDash. Okay, making a little extra money. Well, hopefully it works out good, and I'm sure you guys will figure it out. GoPro 3, yeah, they're not waterproof, but I have a waterproof case for it. Yeah, and I have one for mine too. They're not very expensive, but this is a case that I bought just as extra protection that I use when I drop it down in the pond, and also it protects it from getting cracked. I want to try to strap it to Lucas and have him run around with it and see if he can break it. Oh, 16 meters. Okay. Wow, that's pretty good, Andy. Pretty good. Oh, taking out the chip is the issue, huh? Yeah, I know. In fact, yesterday, Steve, I had my GoPro 7 I was trying to get this out of, and it's spring loaded, and so I pushed it with my fingernail, and it popped out across the room, and it took me 20 minutes to find it because they're so tiny. But still, it's much easier to do it that way. Yeah, that cactus fell over last night. You probably heard it. Oh, thank you very much. It's one of my favorites. Very good. Yeah. Yeah, everybody who sees Gracie's van just is amazed. It's such a great. Yeah, we have one of those for Lucas too. In fact, we have a backpack for him, and I put some bottles of sand in it when he was a young pup, and full of vinegar, and made him exercise with them. It worked pretty good to slow him down a little bit. Yep, one of the best. One of the best. Yeah, that was one of these cactus behind me that fell over up there in Quartzsite, and they are so full of water. It's like an earthquake when they hit the ground. Yeah, I don't use the subscription either, Steve. Again, I take the disc out, put it in my laptop, and then I find the MP4 files and I bring those over. It's a lot easier and a lot less hassle. Misha Lee is here. Good morning. Good morning. She dropped a video yesterday on piano playing that she does on Sundays. So we have to be sure to check that out. Good to have you, Misha. Hope you're doing well over there in Virginia. Yeah, it is pretty. It is pretty. And I think she just got it detailed recently. She wants to make sure she keeps it nice, the exterior nice. Haven't seen her in the chat today, but she usually is here. All right, folks, we're going to run over and see in the pin at the top of the comments is a link for Tanya's channel, Van Life Voyages. Fox Fan D is going to be there with her, and they're going to have a live stream. They should have kicked it off about now, so we'll do a raid over there. Oh, you're very welcome, Misha. Very welcome. We'll do a raid over there, and we'll say hello to them. In the meantime, I want to play my membership. And Andy, I'll be adding you to this too. You'll be on here as well. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time.